Hi everyone. We're going to talk about using assets in Flash CC and bringing them over to OpenFL. So this here is a project. I have assets here for What in the World. It's a game built by a Big Bad Tomato for National Geographic Kids. Now all these components here are in Flash. These are shadows. There's some masks here that are locked to give us a circle. We have a logo, a start button, background, and this is just the start screen. I'll show you more later. And I'll show you how this all can work with OpenFL. So this project was designed for HTML5, so I can go ahead and come over here and build it for HTML5. Now with the screen recorder, it's going to run a little bit slower than normal. Well, a lot slower than normal. But so here's our project, and we can start it. And then we can sign in with the password. And we can start the game. And in this game, you need to match a zoomed in slice of an image to which one it comes to, or which one it matches to. So this is an opossum, and we can match it, and then it gives us an animal fact, and you can continue. So this is designed for kids. It's not supposed to be super hard. There are a few other things about it. You can do credits and scroll, and you can do other neat things like that. And now I'm going to show you for a moment how this integrates. So let's say I wanted to move the logo, and I wanted to move the background, and I want to move the start button, and maybe I wanted to move this, and maybe I wanted to change my mask. I want to, let's see, in my mask layer, I'll just move it to. If I save this and I publish it again, that is going to automatically update when I run my project. So I'm going to run it for HTML5 again. And here's our new modified start screen. So you see that it's loading the elephant in the same place. Back here, this square right here is a placeholder graphic that tells the game's designed to load the graphic in the same position as that box. So you can see that the mask should be cutting off the upper right corner, and then our circle is out of place, and we've got the logo and start buttons in kind of wonky places. If I go back, that's our new project. So this is really, really great when you want to be able to work with your art assets in a visual environment here in Flash. And then on the code side, we actually hardly have to do anything to integrate with it. Here on the start screen, you can see here that start screen extends start screen display. Now what is start screen display? If I come back, this whole thing, you see I have start screen, password screen, and game screen. These are all movie clips. And the start screen, let me show it in the library. Start screen and properties is being exported for ActionScript called start screen underscore display. So we're not actually exporting to ActionScript, we're going to Hacks, but we're using the same concept. So over here, start screen display is actually being generated automatically for us as a Hacks class that we can extend. And the neat thing about it is that we can actually access anything that's inside of it. So for example, this here is called, well, that doesn't have an instance name. This is called start button. So if I go back here, let me see if, yep. So I get code completion. We have start button. And see the start image placeholder 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are those boxes I was talking about. So right here in our project, when we create start screen, it's going to recreate that same movie clip with all the same graphics. And then we can go ahead and just manipulate it. So start button, we want it to have button mode true so that we get the little clicking hand. See how the hand changes when we roll over it? And we add an event listener that when you do a mouse down, we call mouse down, which dispatches that this screen is complete. And then the top level of this game is designed to go ahead and progress. So when we get a start screen complete, then depending on whether we have a login, it will show the password screen or show the game. So this is really easy to do. If you open up the OpenFL samples, it includes samples that use SWF Assets, but I'll show you how it's done in this project. In this project, there's nothing in our project XML that references SWFs. Instead, it actually is done in the assets. So we've got a folder called Almanac Game Bundle, and it has its own little include XML. And in this include XML, it includes the SWF HacksLib, and then includes the Almanac Game SWF library. It tells it to generate Generate is what creates all those HAX classes. You can use SWF Assets without generating, but it makes it easy. And then we're using SWF Lite. Now what SWF Lite means is that when we build our project to HTML5, I'll show you, what we're actually generating are separate images as well as a data file. And that's our SWF asset. So we're not keeping SWF assets at runtime. We're decomposing it so that it can work better in HTML5. Now the other cool thing about this, because it's OpenFL, we don't just have to run it in HTML5. So if you're still using Flash, we can go ahead and build this. And tick, tick, tick. Here's our game in Flash. We still have our assets all funny and out of place. So I'll save this again and publish it again. And switch back. And build to Flash one more time. This is the same source code. Go into Flash or to HTML5. And I could also even do it for something else, like Nico is a Windows desktop target. So I'll go ahead and try that. And building, 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 building. And here it is. This is running with SDL2. This is running in native. It's making OpenGL render calls, but it's the same project. So great. So that's how you use SWF Assets. It's really great. It's really fun. It's really easy. And you should do it. It's awesome.